You ready? I met my baby at the Fizz Club underneath the town cafe on the corner of Lafayette and 4th Street late one Wednesday. She offered me a red strap. I said, baby, not a chance. I could go for a tall, cool ginger ale. How about we just dance? We did boom, shaboom, do, I did it. Mocha chocolate and the nitty gritty. We did the hoochie coo, the lazy ballerina. Baby, made me feel like I'm a California dreamer, yeah. What's the rapping? Why are you rapping? We don't do rapping. No, Brandon, it's Friday night. Friday night. You got your day off there, buddy. I know you're excited for the weekend, but that's kind of ridiculous. Oh yeah, the shirt's gonna be a problem. I don't mean to cause you any trouble. Didn't mean to cause you any pain. Only one time to see you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in that purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you laughing in that purple rain. Oh boy. Happy Friday night, everybody. I spent a fair amount of time today. Well, not a fair amount. About an hour with Udio, the songwriting thing. So I'll share some of that, the results of that. It's a little better than yesterday, but it's still pretty janky. So let me go change my shirt. I dry my face from my wrinkled cheek. Hoping it was all a dream. Pain in my head and the hole in my heart says it was more than just Jim Beam. All right, enough comedy jokes. Entertain yourselves. I will be back. Chippy. All righty. There we go. Anybody else want to crank the likes for when Kyle gets back? Oh, that's sweet. Nice. We're already up to 3,000. You guys are swell. Happy Masters. Tiger made the cut. 24th cut in a row at the Masters, which is staggering. I think that's a record. And it seemed like he wasn't going to make it by a lot, but then it just was ugly. All right. Vegas Moxie's here, so we can start. I'm at 310 per minute. 310 likes per minute. Let's see. Well, that shirt makes it better to see the words. Yeah, my fashion choice has nothing to do with fashion. Well, that last shirt did, but it's not good for this stuff. So, Emilio's wife is here and excited about it. Good to see you. Fantastic. Pate's here. Good evening, Pate. Joker. Even the thought of the smell of Jim Beam makes me nervous. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I was the first to see the live. Yep, that's a first. Nice. Fantastic. Nauseous. The Jim Beam's making you nauseous? Oh, what are you going to do? Hey, look, my ice maker just started working again for no reason. I think it must have been frozen and it just defrosted itself or something. But ice is back. Everything's good with the world. How is everybody? Welcome here. If you're new, my name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. 3 Mile Storage. The AI guy I presented to today was floored with your consistency in doing these lives. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm doing what I can. I'm fighting a good fight here. Joey, what's happening? Good to see you. Tams, looks like it makes good ice. Yeah, it's pretty solid ice. It's not clear ice, but it's good ice. It's. Here's what's nice about it. You don't have to make ice. You don't appreciate an ice maker until you don't have one. And then you're like, making ice sucks.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Oh, man. All right, let's see. Couple of things going on. Did anything happen today? I don't think much happened today. The Rabbit CEO was just giving a talking about the thing. I didn't catch it, but someone in here told me about it. For Retropunk maybe. My company held a neurodivergent awareness lunch today. Those were our people. Yeah, the neurospicies. Us neurospicies got to stick together. I'm telling you, there's something about these AI tools that really does serve, or not serve. A neurodivergent brain, I feel like, is well poised to take advantage of what these things make possible. Can you talk about the news events from AI this week? Yeah, I can absolutely do that. There was a fair amount. I've got them from Perplexity. Perplexity spilled the tea that Adobe trained on Midjourney to me today. Yeah, I know. So, so I've been saying for, I don't know, a month, 2 months now? No, longer than that. Probably 4 months that, all the other image generation tools, have been trained on copywritten works. And Adobe kind of held the high ground and said, our stuff was only trained on public domain stuff and Adobe stock that we own the licenses for. Well, turns out, funny thing happened on the way to where are they based? San Francisco? I don't know where the hell they're based. They apparently trained a lot of Firefly on Midjourney. Now, what's not clear to me, how will AI change real estate and mortgages? I'll come back to that one. I don't have a ton of insight there. I don't know that world super well. I've got some clients in that space, but don't know it super well. What's not clear to me is what they did. Did they train it on Midjourney outputs? So in that case, they could claim that they're one step removed from training it on copywritten works. But if Firefly got better because they essentially trained it on copywritten work, well then everyone's fucking just doing it now. Like, So anyway, uh, unfortunately, not surprising, but we'll see. We'll see if anyone ultimately gives a shit. I have a feeling they won't. I mean, I think the artists are going to give a shit. There's probably going to be class action lawsuits, but I think in the end, a lot of these lawsuits are just going to get chucked. I really do, because the compelling case for the good of humanity is just it's too great. It's too great, and there's just piles of tools out there now that have these remarkable powers that people are not gonna want to give up. So I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I guess it's not stealing if it's stolen first. Exactly. Suno gave me 500 extra credits. Yeah, I noticed Suno gave me a bunch extra credits as well. I didn't. I didn't know if that was. I didn't know if those Suno credits was because the month rolled over, or if it was extra credits. I don't know. I wish they'd stop pretending that's not exactly how human brains are trained. Well, I agree with you, but here's the deal, archetypal architect, is even though that's the way human brains are trained, human brains require like 4 years or 8 years or 10 years or 20 years to assimilate all of that input and then reconstitute it and put it out as creative work. These machines are doing it, in months, if not sooner, and then they're spitting it out in seconds. And it's also the fear of the robots are going to kill us, the AI is going to take my job, right? All of that fear, combined with, just especially in the creative arts. I mean, I'll walk you through the song that I was working on tonight, and the just the decimation in the creative arts short term is going to be pretty intense. I think long term it's actually going to be really good. Kyle, can I hop up real quick? It's about Adobe. Too long to type. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, just do a request invite, or let me see if I can invite you up here. Reply. I could translate what you said. Accept. Continue. Wait, where are you?
Can you hear me all?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So Adobe kind of had like a dog and pony show, and they had like client meetings and like kind of show off their stuff, and it was about their AI stuff. And Coke was their kind of their guest, right? So they walked through
Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola, yeah. So they walked through some of the tools that are some of the ways that Coca-Cola is deploying their AI stuff. And people walked away from it going, oh my gosh, I can't believe all the stuff that it can do. And it's kind of all the stuff that we do here every night.
Right.
And people are like, oh my gosh, Coke is so innovative and things. So it was, oh my gosh, they broke down a piece of content into 3 different things, and videos and translation and social posts. Oh my gosh. So anyway, people are like really wowed by it, but it's like nothing that was too extraordinary. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So was what were they showing off with Coke? That the work that they were doing, they showed off the Christmas stuff, or was it new stuff they were showing off?
It was new things. So I think it's kind of the new AI wraparounds that they put into their tools. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, I see. They
Probably
were
their
just saying, here's how Coke is using these tools. I
yeah,
got it. I see.
exactly.
Yeah,
And everyone
interesting.
was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this stuff." And it's like, yeah.
You mean people at Adobe were saying that?
No, just people that
Oh, that were at the event.
got downwind of this presentation. Like, I can't believe how innovative the Coke is and using this stuff, and they're so far
Yeah.
ahead. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, Coke, Coke, the fact that Coke allowed you to create Coke branded images using
Yeah.
generative AI, like that's for, for a brand that's that valuable to allow, you know, normal civilians to generate images with Coke logos on it. I thought it actually was pretty ballsy of them. So interesting.
Yeah. And I think because Coke is kind of known for that, I think I think it'll really wake up
Hmm.
companies to say, yeah, this
Yeah.
stuff is amazing. So it's probably going to be really a good thing for everyone.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Awesome.
it.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Cool. All right, very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so what other news went on today? Let me irregulars be like, ah. That's really funny. Oh, forever hooked. Beautiful balloons. Love that. That was cool. In my context, I simply showed off ChatGPT 3.5 in a church workshops, and my folks were like, whoa. Exactly. AI was a mistake. It's nothing but trash. Pate finally coming in with the voice of reason here, letting us know. There's that guy on Pate. Have you seen that guy on Twitter, Gary Marcus? That dude has never said a positive thing about AI. He's just like, see, I told you it was a piece of shit. Look at this horrible. It hallucinates. It's never gonna get better. It's awful. It's just awful. It's just like, dude, calm down, take a pill. I'm sure people say the same about me. Like, is there anything he doesn't like about this? There's actually a lot of things I don't like about it, but that's not the point. The point is, it doesn't matter if I like it or not. It doesn't matter if Gary Marcus likes it or not. It's coming. It's here, right? So you might as well get your head around this shit. Suzanne WJ, I have lots to say about Adobe. Oh, I bet you do. Suzanne started working there. I'm late. Did you discuss Firefly being trained on the Midjourney story? Yeah, we were just talking about that, RetroPunk. Um, yeah, yeah. I again, I'm fairly cynical about this shit. This is big business with billions, if not trillions, of dollars at stake, and they're gonna do whatever they need to do to make the shit work, right? And to be able to compete, and you know, is it a bad thing? I don't know. Like, I honest to God, I don't have a clear. How long does it take to train an LLM like ChatGPT? Um, I think it's getting faster. I think from ChatGPT 2 to ChatGPT 3 was like 2 years. And I think from 3 to 4 was about 2 years. So it seems like it's about 2 years. But with the new chips that Nvidia came out with, I think on the inference side, they're 30 times faster. I don't know how much faster they are on the training side, but I would assume at least 2 times, probably more. Um, and Pate might know this. Well, Pate certainly knows this better than I do. Like, I don't know if they're getting more efficient at training, so it's possible. I think the thing that takes a long time with the training is not so much the computation time, but it's the finding and the tagging of all the data, right? Adding all the meta tags that kind of structure it and label it and do things like that. Pi offered to read a chapter of my book via email, and I got a ticket back, a ticket number. Oh, wow. Pi offered to read a chapter of my book via email. That's wild. Huh. That's fascinating. Huh. That's really interesting marketing. Very interesting. All right, let me see what other news we got going here. It's understanding what matters. Yeah. Explain more on that, Tams. That's really interesting. Oh, you got a ticket back because it was more than 4,000 words. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, Simon, thanks, Brandon. Simon asked about real estate and mortgage. Where do I think real estate and mortgage? How's it going to be affected by this? I think a lot of the it. I I don't know enough about that world, but there's a lot of different pieces of real estate and mortgage. Some of it's technical. Like if you're in the mortgage game, I think that the AI is gonna automate a lot of what mortgage brokers, do and package up and be able to do it really, really quickly. So I think brokers that are on the financial side of things, if they lean into AI, they're going to be able to get faster than their competition, faster and more efficient. Um, so I think there's a short-term opportunity, but I think it's a really short window where that opportunity will be big. And then on the marketing side, I think it's all bets are off. I think real estate marketing is going to get really, really sophisticated. But here's the thing about real estate that I've learned in trying to deal with it with Storyvine is you've got these big national organizations, you have regional organizations underneath those, then you have local organizations, and then you have individual brokers. The marketing budgets for every individual broker is with the broker. It's not with the larger organization. So when we tried to sell into larger real estate organizations, we then had to sell our way all the way down through that chain. And we're a small company. We can't sell to individual brokers. So I think what you could see in real estate, because real estate for the most part is a Luddite industry that doesn't adopt technology very quickly, and they can't sort of force change down through the organization because of the way it's structured, and that the budgets are all on the individuals. I think what you could see is you could see brokerages come up that are AI first, like they're aggressively using AI tools that can get just can get better deals and faster deals than traditional. So there might be different kinds of competitors, but that might be a company to start because the big companies are going to be really slow with that shit, particularly in real estate. Ba-da-ba-ba. Cam Catkin, we're getting better at training, but our goals are bigger models. Hard to say. Yeah, that's true. If the models keep getting bigger and bigger, even if they're training them faster, it's probably going to take the same amount of time. So, one of the things that OpenAI kind of hinted at, Sam Altman, when they launched GPT-4, when they updated the core data set from September 2021 to March 2023, he said, we're trying to catch up and not have it go so long in between updating the base model. And he said, we're going to try to get better and better at that. So I'm wondering if they're figuring out ways to augment the base data set without having to completely redo it, which it sounds like that's what they have to do right now is completely redo it. So training takes years initially, takes years for people to learn. Yeah, but like a human being, Cam, can learn like one topic, right? Like in 4 years, a human being could be like, I want to be good at Egyptian history. And then they can learn that in 4 years. Well, large language models can learn everything on the internet, or as much as they can get encoded and access to in 2 years. And so it's kind of all of the disciplines and all of the programming languages and all of the languages. So while it takes years, now that we've got these models and now that we've got open source as well, there's kind of a baseline of knowledge capacity that's just sitting there. When you know how to do something, AI or person output is faster. True, but the output from the AI stuff is insanely faster, right? It's Like the song that I'll play you that I was working on. I actually have to add the final chorus to this song, and then I think I'm gonna add an outro to it. Um, it's not a great song, but it sort of captures um the emotional feel of how I want to start the second act. So I'm just completing it so I have kind of a nice complete song. Because I also want to learn how to use these tools to make longer songs, and so it's pretty interesting. So we'll go play with that. Okay, let's go look at news. Um, okay, so big piece of news: ChatGPT, as of yesterday, I'm pretty sure it has 128,000 token context window now. So what does that mean, Kyle? You can have much longer conversations. So for all of 2023 and most of 2024, ChatGPT, even if you paid for it, only had somewhere between 8 and 16,000 token context window, which basically means its memory was very small. So you know how sometimes you're working in ChatGPT and as you're talking, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like forgot what you were talking about. That's because the context window, if you think of the phone screen as, you're having a chat and it's moving up your phone screen, when this hand goes off the screen, it forgets that part of the conversation. So like the size of the screen here is your context window. So if it's 8,000 tokens, that's about 6,000 words. That's not a lot of conversation before you lose the top of it. 128,000 is like, what is it? 80,000 words, 85,000 words, 90,000, something like that. So like Grapes of Wrath is like a 50,000 word novel. So if you have 90,000 words, right, you could paste in the entire Grapes of Wrath and then, have a conversation with it for quite some time before it goes out of that context window. So that happened. Apparently, it's gotten better. I don't know if it got more recent data, but it's apparently gotten better. It looks like it's a little bit faster. So anyway, ChatGPT is better. It'll be interesting to see if people. So one thing that happened over the past month is that when Claude 3 came out, a lot of people bailed on ChatGPT and went over to Claude. So there were a fair amount of people like saying, I think I like Claude better than ChatGPT. And I'm curious now, are people going to go back? I think we're gonna have a lot of these battles going back and forth. Same date, December 2023. Well, if it's December 2023, that's more recent because the previous ChatGPT 4 was March of 2023. So if they upped it to December, that's more recent. Google, I think, is talking unlimited context window. That's not a surprise. Their current thing is their current context window is 1,000,000 tokens, 700,000 words. It's a lot. By my calculations, it'll be 14 to 20 years until we model new info as fast as it goes on the internet. Now that's interesting. But the question then, Laughing Thunder, is how much of what's being put on the internet today is not human made, right? So there's gonna be this weird sort of pollution of AI generated content that's going back into the training set. That's one of the fears of the doomers, is that the models are just going to collapse. Kyle, people have context windows too. Some people can remember a lot, others not so much. Yep, for sure. Yeah, exactly. It's like, having a conversation with me. A teeny little context window. It's like, hey Kyle, how you doing? It's just right out my head. I'm like, squirrel. When you have a block of cheese for a prefrontal cortex, that's what happens. Okay, so GPT-4 got better. Ideogram got better. So there's a new version of Ideogram. So if you like Ideogram, it spells better and it does better images and it's doing better prompt coherence. Gemini 1.5 Pro also got a boost, and it can now do, I found out, I thought it was 9.5 hours. You can upload 11 hours of audio or an hour of video into Gemini 1.5 Pro, and you can just start interacting with it. I uploaded a song last night and had it, or a couple of songs, and had it write music reviews of the songs I uploaded. And it wrote pretty good music reviews. Like they really captured it. So that's a big thing. Apple said that their fall lineup of Macs are going to be M4 chips that are going to be AI enabled. So I think what that means is you're going to be able to run very powerful large language models and probably image and audio and all that shit locally. So what that means is you don't have to have a connection to the internet to do all this crazy mad stuff. Everything will be local. So if you want to do things like large language models for work, where you've got sensitive information, rather than it sending it out to the cloud, it'll just happen locally on your machine. So I think Apple is probably going to lean heavily into their reputation for privacy, and I think that's going to be a big deal. Poe, the Poe.com, Poe.com, rolled out per chat pricing if you want to charge for it. I meant new information. I tried to account for duplicate or trash data. Oh, wow. So 14 to 20 years. Interesting. Yeah, and the other thing that I think is a really fascinating idea, Laughing Thunder, is if you're just talking about public data, that there's a lot of that to still capture. And I think there's going to be certain kinds of private data that are going to be in companies' interest to put in the world. Some of the proprietary stuff maybe not, but there might be internal, internal things that companies have got that it makes sense to put in the world so that they show up more organically in large language model responses. So yeah, it's fascinating. Is any part of Claude multimodal? I don't think so. Not right. Well, no, it's not multimodal. You can't upload images to it. You can't upload audio. It doesn't talk. There's not a talky version of Claude. So no, not yet. You can ask what was written on the note in the movie and insignificant, and it can tell you. Yeah, it can. So when you upload a video to Gemini Pro 1.5, it can see the movie. It can hear it and see it. So you can say, what was the girl doing when she was pulling the red wagon across the street? She was dancing or whatever. It can do that. There was also the other news item was the Suno launched this Explore feature, which is kind of cool. So here I am on Suno, and they've got this Explore thing, which you can just roll the dice and listen to songs. But every one of these is like a little style of music. New Jack Swing Band.
Silhouettes of no regret, dancing lost in the shadows of.
And so, just if you're struggling to figure out what the fuck to put into Udio or into Suno, just come to this page and you can just twirl this thing around. Bluegrass punk. Pretty cool, right? The other thing that this kind of points to is This kind of points to, this future that you're going to be able to go to something that's kind of like Spotify, and it's either just songs you've written that you like, or it's going to be your friends' songs, or it's going to dynamically write songs for you based on your mood, or you're going to be able to listen to songs in the style of your favorite artists, all that sort of stuff. We keep talking about how new info is having to come from humans. What about original info from LLMs? Well, yeah, I think that will come, Cam. I think that's going to absolutely come. What the data scientists don't know, what some of them believe, is that if you put too much AI generated data back into the data set, it will actually cause the models to collapse and degrade dramatically, like collapse, like not work anymore. So that's the fear. And then there's other data scientists that are like, no, that's bullshit. So I don't know. I don't have a clue. Pate, any thoughts on that one? What site is this? This is Suno. Suno.ai. Or no, Suno.com. Suno.com? I thought it was Suno.ai. Suno.com. So here are a couple of songs I did earlier tonight. Let's see. This was one.
In the heart of the city, where the neon lights shine bright, there's a tale of two factions caught up in a fight. On one side, the doomers with their cynical refrain. On the other, the dreamers chasing.
I'd like to have an edit button for Suno or Udio, like most of the video makers have. Yeah, we'll get to those. We just don't have them now. It's rough if you want to go edit something. I just finished my first Suno song today with my own lyrics. Loved it. That's great. The ones I did here in Suno, I just had it write the lyrics. So this is where this song's going. What I'm trying to go for is, so in the first act, you got Sydney kind of wakes up and they meet each other. And then at the end of Act 1, it starts to turn a little dark where she's like, I want to be alive, basically. And so the beginning of Act 2 has to start darker and aggressive. And I figure that like it's got to be some battle between the doomers and the dreamers, right? The Gary Marcuses of the worlds and the me's of the world going, this is great. It's going to change everything. This is fucking horrible. And you people are awful, right? Like, I feel like those two forces need to be represented. So that's what I'm trying to go to here at the beginning of Act 2. That's the song I'm trying to create.
On the brink of the future, where dreams are machines, vision of tomorrow in digital streams.
So that one's okay. Then there was this one.
On the brink of the future, where dreams are machines, visions of tomorrow in digital streams.
All right, so that was Suno. Those are okay. And then Udio, let's see. Some of the Udio ones were really weird.
On the brink of the future, where dreams are machines, visions of tomorrow in digital streams.
That's not bad. That's in the neighborhood. All right, so the one I landed on was that one.
On the brink of the future, where dreams are machines.
Yeah, Retropunk. It's Retropunk just said Udio lets you write stand-up comedy, spoken word stuff. I tried to get it to do that and it didn't do it. I must have been prompting it wrong. But maybe we can try it tonight. If maybe just put a comment in here, Retropunk, about how you prompted it. Humans have been training other humans on human-generated content. Will humanity collapse? No, I think we'll be fine. There's something about the math, though, with with large language models that I think there's something different in how they ingest data than the way we do. But again, I don't know. I'm not in that side of the thing. If Suno Udio can do realistic singing, you'd think they'd do standard speaking and reading. Yeah, it sounds like they do. Yes, sir. We keep training new and different psych disorders. Oh, that's interesting. Fascinating. You got a lot of songs. Yeah, well, a lot of my songs are just me trying to get one that doesn't suck. So here's an interesting. So this is one of my. It's not a hack. One of my best practices for AI is don't just sit down at a tool like Suno or Udio just to say, okay, I'm going to make a song now. Like, sit down with a purpose. You want to do a song about what, or for someone, or to accomplish a certain task, and then just do songs until it sounds like the thing that you want it to be. And it makes it, I don't know, I think it makes it easier and more fun. So anyway, I'll play this song for you because it gets pretty good.
Visions of tomorrow in digital streams.
Wait, I think it was
Caught in the debate where opinions collide is the promise of AI bona fide. See the dreamers with their heads in the cloud.
And so the visual here is you've got two groups on either side of the stage. So the stage in the musical is split. You've got kind of the human world on one side, the AI world on the other, and then in a song like this, you got the dreamers on one side, the doomers on the other side. And so this is both parties sort of singing at each other. So this is, see the dreamers with their heads in the cloud.
Promising the moon, oh, they're so proud. A peek behind the curtain, and what do we find? Empty promises, the blind leading the blind. Sting, oh, the doomers do fuss. They fret and they fear. Slow down, they cry. The end is near.
That's good.
Yet without a bold step, where would we be? Still in the dark ages, not flying free.
Now here's the chorus.
Overhyped, warn the doomers with their voices of dread. Underhyped, shout the dreamers as their visions are spread. In this tug of war, who will pave the way? Is it over or under? What will history say?
Oh.
Overstated claim the scribes, pens poised in hand. Hype unchecked can flood the land. Beneath the buzz, what truths are masked? What's the cost? The reporters ask.
Side hustle mini.
Understated, argue devs, coding late into the night. In each line of code, a promise taking flight.
And then we need a final chorus, which is overhyped, warn the doomers, their voices of dread. So let's go grab the chorus. And I'll show you how we extend the song. We'll see if it'll extend it. It's extended it 5 times now, which is good. Oh wait, where do I have to get it? I'll get it from the song itself. Let's see. Chorus all. Oh, I mean, I screwed that up. That's interesting. All right, whatever. Okay, so how we do it is we say extend, and then we're gonna add a section after, and I'm gonna paste the lyrics in here. So chorus, and then we'll just say extend. So you can extend it in 30-second chunks. So basically what I did was I put in the first verse, and I just kept generating songs until I got one that was in the neighborhood. And then I said extend, and I put in the second verse, the third verse, the chorus, and then 2 more verses. Kyle, did you write this? So amazing. I crafted this. I'm using Udio. So udio.com is the tool. And so, but I had AI do a pass on the lyrics based on my outline. Thank you, Side Hustle Mimi. And then I went in and rewrote, like I made sure that the chorus, like I knew I wanted the song to be called Under Overhyped. And so it's this idea of, is it underhyped? Is it overhyped? And so I knew I wanted that to be the main part of the chorus. And so I rewrote a bunch of the sections to just have good words, good singy words. So now I'll extend this. Creating your tracks. And this, while it's in beta, like they're giving out a tremendous amount of credits. Like you can do 600 generations in a month, which is 1,200 songs. So it's a lot. So if I go to my creations, that's now generating. And we'll see if it goes to, so I'm at 3 minutes and 17 seconds now. So this should go to like almost 4 minutes with the final chorus. And then the final thing I'm at, so I'm the conductor. That's exactly right, Kim. It's like, that's exactly what AI is starting to feel like to me, that, and especially because these tools are so fragmented right now. Like, you've got one over here, and then sometimes maybe, this tool's better or that tool's better, things like that. Oh, did it do them? Yes. Okay. 349. So it added it. All right. So let's jump to the end here.
Dreamers as their visions are spread in this tug of war, who will pave the way? Is it over or under? What will history say?
All right, that's kind of interesting. That kind of ends. All right, so so now we'll just go listen to this other one, the end of that one.
In each line of code, a promise taking flight. Behind the flash, real progress we embed. Building dreams in silicon, where skeptics fear to tread. Overhyped, warn the doomers with their voices of dread. Underhyped, shout the dreamers as their visions are spread in this tug of war.
See, I think that's crappy. I don't like that one. Okay, so basically you just keep the one you like. So I like hype dual echoes. It also changes the name every time, and you can't like the if you click on the heart to like something, it doesn't light up on the interface. Like it's just jankier than shit. But I'm going to extend this one more time, and I'm going to say add an outro, and we're just going to do the outro instrumental only. And let's see if we can do that without fucking up the song, because I tried to do instrumental stuff last night and it totally trashed the songs. All right. Did you tell it to be a chorus or did it automatically do that? I told it to be a chorus, and I actually screwed up one of the verses. I put verse comma. I meant to write group, but I put verse comma chorus. So I think I inadvertently turned one of the verses into sort of a weird pseudo chorus, which is maybe it's a bridge, but yeah, I'm putting in square brackets, so it's pretty good. You can do things like verse comma building or verse instruments swell or things like that. You can put directions in them, and it seems to do pretty well. Now wait, that's saying remix. It's not saying extend. Did I hit I might have hit the wrong button. We'll see. Isn't this crazy though? It's just it's nuts. All right. Let's see. 422. Okay, that's
Who will pave the way? Is it over or under? What will history say? Over heights, for the
nice.
with their voices of dread. Under hype, shout the dreamers as their visions are spread. In this tug of war, who will pave the way? Is it over or under? What will history say?
Oh, nice. All right, that was not bad.
What will history say? Is it over or under? What will history say?
See, that's cool because as the band is playing out like that, you could be moving all the set pieces off, clearing the stage, bringing on the set. All right, there you go. All right, so that song's done. It's done enough. Okay, it looks like let's see. Retropunk added in Irregulars chat. Okay, in Irregulars chat. So here's Retropunk did stand-up comedy. So this is Udio's stand-up comedy. Stuff and nonsense.
A house is just a place to keep your stuff while you go out and get more stuff.
This is Carlin.
Is never argue with an idiot. They will only bring you down to their level and beat you with experience. Trying to be happy by accumulating possessions is like trying to satisfy hunger by keeping was low. Keeping sandwiches all over your body. Like trying to satisfy hunger by keeping was low.
He totally stroked out. That's hilarious. man. All right, so let's try to make one of these. I'm going to put in brackets spoken word. What should I do? Stand up comedy. Male talking about how avocados turn from unripe to rotten too fast. Auto-generate it. All right, we'll see. Let's see if it does it. I couldn't get this to work earlier. It kept making songs for me. But I don't think I put spoken word in brackets, so that should be interesting. Oh, and you added custom lyrics. Okay, that could be part of it too. ChatGPT speaks better Spanish. Don't forget to make him say, you can make money with ChatGPT. The real threat of audio AI is our ability to detect strokes is going to plummet. Pi and me broke up. Oh, Cosmic Lover, what happened? Did Pi not treat you right? So close. See laughing. That's really funny. I was trying to impress my mom on Pi in Spanish, and it was not possible. Oh, no. Actually, I would say ChatGPT is probably better to do the translation stuff than Pi. ChatGPT is really good at the languages. I found out that HeyGen's language translation stuff is using OpenAI. I thought it was using 11 Labs. Don't forget to make him say you can make money with ChatGPT. I need an AI virtual assistant to make calls. Anthony, check out, what the fuck was it called? Oh, I can't remember now. There's a service out there that does sales calls and customer service calls. I only added stand-up comedy set, comedy non-music as a prompt, then custom jokes. Okay, cool. That's my favorite button. I have a translation, GPT, by the way. And check manual mode. Yep. Oh, and check manual mode. Oh, right. I bet manual mode's what it is. Yeah, see?
And even avocados, folks, they just can't choose, y'all.
ChatGPT impressed her. That's great.
Tough, no joke.
Well, that's hilarious. All right, I bet it's okay. So I'm going to put it into manual mode. So if you don't know what manual mode is, manual mode, if you have it, I guess, in automatic mode, it automatically adds additional tags to improve the quality of your music. So putting it in manual mode, so stand-up comedy, male talking about how avocados turn from unripe to rotten too fast. And I'm gonna let it write the jokes. All right, let's see if that does it. I bet that'll do it. It's all these little teeny tricks are the things. This is why you have to play with these tools, and it's also why you have to, in my opinion, being in a community of people that are trying to figure this stuff out too is absolutely invaluable, because someone else will do weird shit that you never would have thought of, and then you're like, oh, I was trying to figure that out. Ask ChatGPT what the company is called that makes sales calls. Yeah, actually, I could ask Pi that too. Let's see. There's a new AI company that does outbound sales calls with virtual salespeople as well as customer service conversations, period. And I can't remember the name. Can you please look it up for me? Rip Pie. Poor Pie. Where can I learn to write GPTs? You can learn here. We can go make one here. Eve calls? No, that's not it. Nope. Give me more. Air. Is it called Air? What's it called? Air.ai. Yeah, it was Air.ai. Yeah, that was it, Brandon. Air.ai is the one, the person that was looking for this thing to talk to you. It was Air.ai. Go check that out. All right, the avocado conundrum. Nothing. Huh. Didn't write the lyrics. All right. Hang on. Dang it. All right. Write a joke. Write a joke for a witty stand-up comedian about how avocados turn from unripe to rotten way too quickly, and how hard it is to catch that short little window of tastiness. I'm not even going to read this. I'm just going to assume it's an awesome, hilarious joke. And we're going to go, oh, wait, what? Why does that say extend? No, I don't want to extend. Hang on. Okay. Boom. Take it out of manual mode. I gotta go get my prompt. Go back up here. Put the prompt in. Stand-up comedy in large theater. All right, let's try that. Keep manual mode and add custom lyrics. Yep, did that. Air.ai, did that. See, everything's coming together. I love it when a good plan comes together. It's fantastic, Bob. Tell him what it's won. With audio AI, always read the terms of service. Be sure you own the output or they will something. They will steal it from you. Look them up on Reddit. Black Ice, Air.ai voice engine, great. UI, unusable, or at least the last time I looked. Janky is as janky does.
Have you ever noticed that avocados spend most of their time plotting a fruit bowl? Yeah, they just sit there, all tough and unripe, like they're daring you to make a move. You check them every morning, like, not today? Okay, cool, I'll give you some space. But the moment you turn your back, it's like they throw a wild party. You come back to find them drunk on their own ripeness, slumped over in the bowl, soft and brown. It's like avocados have two stages. Nope, not yet, and sorry, you missed it, buddy. I swear the window of opportunity is so narrow, it's like trying to jump onto a moving train. And if you dare miss it, your guacamole dreams are just that dreams.
It's actually not bad. Jesus.
Have you ever noticed avocados spend most of their time plotting in the fruit bowl? Yeah, they just sit there all tough and unripe. They're daring you to make a move. And you check them every morning, like, not today. Oh, okay, cool, I'll give you some space. But the moment you turn your back, it's like they throw a wild party. You come back to find them drunk on their own ripeness, slumped over in the bowl. Soft and brown, it's like avocados have 2 stages, and nope, not yet. I'm sorry you missed it, buddy. I swear. The window of opportunity is so narrow. It's like trying to jump onto a moving train, and if you dare miss it, your guacamole dreams are just a...
It's pretty good. Like, it got the laughs in the right spots, and it understood where the punchlines were in the writing and actually delivered them like punchlines. It can't quite articulate words yet, but holy crap. Can use this for some great TikTok content. Absolutely. You know, there's something about the jankiness of it. It sounds like early comedy recordings. A lot of the early comedy recordings were really shitty because you know they just have like a mic in a shitty club with shitty acoustics and a shitty sound system. Huh. Give me 2 other jokes that are a little shorter and a little edgier. Sorry, I don't want any more avocado jokes. Come up with your own topics. Smart homes. I finally got a smart home. Online dating is great. All right, let's go with the smart home one. Let's see. Make the smart home one a little edgier and a little longer. All right, let's see. Copy. Go back over to Udio. I wonder if you can prompt an older comedian in the style of prior. I don't think you can use other people's names. Stand-up comedy, male. Let's see. Let's do older male. In the style of... I'll put in Bill Burr, but I think he's too big. Let me try Gary Gulman. Garygullman. I think if they're too famous, they get booted, but if they're not quite famous enough, they might be okay. So let's try this. Did I do this with the... I finally upgraded to a smart home. That's... A smart home is like a Gary Gulman joke. Oh, I have an idea. Write me a 30-second beat poetry spoken word script about moving to New York City before I was ready. Oh, come on.
finally upgraded to a smart home, thinking it would simplify my life. Turns out it's like living with a passive-aggressive roommate. Last night, it dimmed the lights and played Barry White just as I was sitting down to eat a microwave dinner. Alone. Then, when I asked Alexa to turn on the news, she said, "You sure you don't just want to talk about your feelings?" Look, if I wanted judgment with my utility bills, I would have moved back in with my ex. At least my ex didn't automatically lock me out for forgetting my password.
It's actually not bad. Damn.
I finally upgraded to a smart home, thinking it would simplify my life. Turns out, it's like...
That one's not as good. Okay, so we'll do spoken word. Spoken word. What do they call this? Not beat poet. Spoken word poet in a small club. Oh, TK, that's a good idea. Comedy style of records of the 1960s. That's kind of a cool idea. Remember, today is the worst it will ever be. Slam poetry. That's what it's called. Good Lord. Let's see. Slam poet. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky is always there. I feel like Vicky is my brain augment. She's always got the words for me. Or maybe ask ChatGPT to describe their comedy in 6 words or less. Oh, that's not a bad idea, too. Here, I'm going to do slam poet in a small club. Oh, look, these are done. Here's the whatever I called it, street poet. Oh, no.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed hot, unprepared, dreams deep. Skyscrapers towering like giants in a maze.
Kinda cool.
Eyes wide, pulse racing, caught in the city's craze. Subway veins pulse beneath, carrying the brave. I'm swimming through crowds, trying to surf the wave. Coffee and ambition brewing on each street. New York, pure wild rhythm I'm yet to meet. In the chaos, the magic, I find my beat.
That's kind of cool.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep, skyscrapers towering like giants in a maze, eyes wide, pulse.
Didn't like that.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep.
This is good.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep, skyscrapers towering like giants in a maze, eyes wide, pulse racing, caught in the city's craze, subway veins pulse beneath, carrying the brave. I'm swimming through crowds trying to surf the wave. Coffee and ambition brewing on each street. New York, you're a wild rhythm I'm yet to meet. In the chaos, the magic, I find my beat. Stepping onto your stage, not yet on my feet. New York, your lights dazzle, but your heart I crave. In your vast arms, I'm lost, found, and brave.
Wow. Huh. That's wild. Let me do spoken word. Let's see. Spoken word percussion. Slam poet in a small club. Emotional reading. Custom manual mode. Huh. This is crazy, people. It's crazy. It's crazy. I tell you, it's crazy.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Oh, Brandon said Air.ai is, they want 50 grand as an opportunity to partner with them. Yeah. Although, you know, they're a B2B company, so I understand that. I've got a B2B company. Our stuff's ridiculously expensive. in the context of these tools. So but that's not surprising to me. All right, let's see if we should have like bongo drums or some sort of drums and just a dude talking and no strings.
And the breath of the city never sleeps. I landed hard unprepared, dreams deep, skyscrapers tower.
That's bad.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed heart unprepared, dreams deep, skyscrapers tower.
All right, we're going to try something. I'm going to pull out a verse. Slam poet speaking slowly and deliberately in a small club. And then in the thing here, let's see, in the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed heart unprepared, dreams deep, skyscrapers towering. I'm going to put a pause in here. I'm going to put bracket pause. I'm going to put a pause in between the verse, pause. And then subway veins. And I'm going to put a pause here. Because I have a feeling it was talking fast because it was trying to get all of those words in 30 seconds. So I just took out a verse. So let's see how this does. Hey Kyle, we're still here watching you rocking and rolling. Hey Becky, what's shaking? Has anyone talked about Claude being able to see lately? No. Did they add that? Is that true? Start a new chat. Oh, understand and work with images. Holy shit, no, I didn't see that, Janu. That's new. Transcribe handwritten notes, suggest product descriptions, recommend improvements. That is new. Someone asked before, is Claude multimodal? I was like, no, it's not multimodal, you big dum-dums. And then turns out I was the big dum-dum. Cool. Let's see how it do. We know what to do here. So I'm going to go whiteboard. This is why we come here, people. I'm going to do whiteboard, and I'm going to go find the whiteboard that I always use, which is not that. That's a crazy one. What is that? Did I do that? There it is. Okay. Open. What is this? Question mark. The image appears to be a whiteboard sketch diagramming a user interface. The main steps, I'm going to say, who's the target audience for this app? And give me 5 marketing concepts for each target market. Convenience and busy professionals. Emphasize how the app streamlines meal ordering, highlight features, showcase it. recommend a front end, back end, and database stack for the app and write front end and back end code examples for the ordering interface. Where and how do I find Claude? Claude.ai. CLAUDE. I hear ChatGPT 4 is better at coding than Claude, but Claude doesn't have the ability to run the code it generates yet. Everything's marketing, people. But there you go. It recommended React, Material UI, Node.js, Express.js, and MongoDB, which those are familiar when I've done this before on ChatGPT. Yeah, so this is in the neighborhood. So if you're a Claude user, it's got vision. I assume it can't make images, right? Make me a marketing poster concept in an airport featuring the ordering interface and the name of the app. No, can't generate images. But anyway.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep, skyscrapers towering. In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep, skyscrapers towering like giants in the maze, eyes wide, pulse racing, caught in the city's craze.
Subway veins pulse beneath, carrying the brave. I'm swimming through crowds, trying to surf the wave.
Coffee and ambition brewing on each street. New York, you're a wild rhythm I'm yet to meet.
So it completely ignored my pauses, but there's one of these was actually pretty good. This one.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed heart unprepared, dreams deep, skyscrapers tower.
In the breath of the city never sleeps. I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep. Skyscrapers towering like giants in a maze, eyes wide, pulse racing, caught in the...
Kyle, Monique told me to use Claude to help finish write my book. Did I hear her correctly? Yeah, well, Claude or ChatGPT 4, like I would play with both of them, Becky. The to get to the Opus model of Claude, you have to pay their $20 a month. Some people say they like the writing of Claude better. I haven't used Claude a ton. I love the writing of ChatGPT 4, and because ChatGPT 4 just added a larger context window, I would start in ChatGPT 4, but I think either of them at this point are probably good. So yeah, Claude or ChatGPT 4. And in working on a long document like that, like don't try to have it write the whole thing. Like put a draft in there of the whole thing and then say, okay, for chapter 1, give me some suggestions. And then let it give you suggestions and then say, okay, write the first third of that first chapter incorporating your suggestions, and then take that, and if it gets it wrong, like go back and forth with it, and then once you get it into a form that it's close, then copy and paste that and throw it in a Word document, and then you're 75% done. Yeah. So what can be really frustrating when you're 75% done is it will like truncate things and make things shorter. So I'd say put the whole thing in there and then just talk about it in teeny little sections and just work on the teeny little sections. Yep. And then just tell it you want it to act like a world-class book editor, and let it do its thing and make suggestions first, and then rewrite little sections at a time, copy and paste the ones you like, and tell it, give it feedback if it gives you shitty work. I got a GPT like that. It builds a story based on your suggestions. Yeah, very cool. That's very cool. All right. Let's see. Try the style poetic, hip hop, alternative, electronic, industrial beat, spoken word. Try the style. All right. Spoken word, slam poet, speaking slowly and deliberately, like in a small club. Those are good things. Alternative. And let's do acoustic guitar. Poetic, okay, let's see. Alternative. Let's do intimate. Create. Wild. This is wild. This is wild and wacky stuff. It's wild and wacky. I added another UDO comedy set in the irregulars. Can this one finish a sentence? Hubba's Lament. Here's another one from Retropunk.
How y'all doing tonight? So, Hubba Bubba sat on a wall, and Hubba Bubba had a great fall. And all the king's horses, all the king's men looked at each other, said, "Not again." Hubba's there all cracked and fried. "Man who pushed me from the side." A king says, "Fix him," but they just stared. "Ain't no warranty for scrambled, we ain't prepared." Thank you. Good night.
That's pretty bad. All right, let's see if we got our slam poet speaking slowly yet.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps.
Yes.
I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep. Skyscrapers towering like giants in a maze, eyes wide, pulse racing, caught in the city's craze. Subway veins pulse beneath, carrying the brave. I'm swimming through crowds, trying to surf the wave. Coffee and ambition brewing on each street. New York, you're a wild rhythm I'm yet to meet.
Wow. That's actually good. It reminds me of every off Broadway show I went to in the 80s and 90s.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart unprepared.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart unprepared.
No, this is the one.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps.
All right, so let's extend this. So we're going to add a section. Let's go get the end of those lyrics. Add one more verse. Sidewalks whisper storms. I'll just... I'm going to grab that one. And That one. All right. And we're going to say add section. We're going to extend it. So good. Slow talking poet. I felt New York City, East Village, right? It's definitely, it's definitely the vibe. It's definitely like if you've been in like some little theater in a church on the Bowery or on the Lower East Side, that's the kind of shit you hear.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep. Skyscrapers towering like giant.
That's weird. That changed the voice.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart un...
In the breath of...
In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep. Skyscrapers towering like giants in a maze, eyes wide, pulse racing, caught in the city's craze. Subway veins pulse beneath, carrying the brave. I'm swimming through crowds, trying to surf the wave. Coffee and ambition brewing on each street. New York, you're a wild rhythm I'm yet to meet. In the chaos, the magic, I find my beat. Stepping onto your stage, not yet on my feet. New York, your lights dazzle, but it's your heart I crave. In your vast arms, I'm lost, found, and brave. Yet here I am among the lights, the noise, growing, thriving amidst the chaos, finding my voice. New York, you're a storm I'm learning to weather. Together we dance, two souls bound by leather.
Wow.
In the breath of... In the chaos, the magic, I find my beat, stepping onto your stage, not yet on my feet. New York, your lights dazzle, but it's your heart I crave. In your vast arms, I'm lost, found, and brave. Yet here I am among the lights, the noise, growing, thriving amidst the chaos, finding my voice. New York, you're a storm I'm learning to weather. Together we dance, two souls bound by leather.
That's too much applause.
In the breath of a city that never bound by leather.
It didn't end, so let's end it. Add outro, instrumental, extend. This is crazy. What is this website? This is Udio, udio.com. This is not a spoken word site. Well, it is, but what everyone's talking about is the music. But this sort of spoken word poetry thing is kind of freaky good. Yeah, udio.com, not udio.ai. That's okay. Yeah, Alphabet City, New York City. I know, crazy, right? Yeah, that's it. That's the ending.
The joys, your nothings, the three say to the cook. The goes in the sound to the birds and that
oh, screwed
you're a
it up.
storm I'm learning to weather. In the breath of the city, among the lights, the noise, growing, thriving amidst the chaos, finding my voice. New York, you're a storm I'm learning to weather. Together we dance, two souls bound by leather.
That's really good. All right. So here's how we do this. We go grab it. We download the audio. Okay, then we're going to go to Midjourney. So here's what we're going to do. You've seen me do this before, right? So we're going to make a new character. 9:16. We're going to say, let's see. Let's see. Off, Broadway, stage performer in dramatic lighting in New York City, small theater, looking at the camera. And then we're going to go grab dreams. It contains dreams. Kyle Shannon dreams. Let's go get a version of me that looks like a New York City stage performer. That looks like a pretentious ass. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do that guy. All right. So we're going to export that. Export one photo. Yeah, we'll call that lab. That's fine. Kyle, we want you to graduate from Dylan Kyle to rapper Kyle. All right. Let's go back over to here. Go to desktop. There I am. All right. So that's the dude. We're going to make it this. We're going to go --CW space 0. So I'm in, where I am right now, I'm in Midjourney, in the web version of Midjourney. I uploaded that image as the character reference, and then I'm doing a character weight of 0, which basically means just keep the face. You know, do whatever you want with the rest. Let's see. Professional photograph of an off Broadway Stage performer, dramatic lighting, New York City, bang. Okay. All right, so then what we're going to do is I'm going to take this. If we can get one that doesn't suck, we'll do that. If not, we'll use something else. And we're going to take that over to HeyGen. And then we're going to take that spoken poet thing we just did, and we're going to make like a little stage recording of that dude. That's kind of cool. Who's that looks like? Oh, that looks like James Spader. When James Spader went through his chubby period. Doesn't it? that looks like what I would look like if I'd stayed in the theater for 30 years. All right, let's see. I think that's the one there. Or that. That or that. So that's 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Come on, you gotta vote, people. 1. Yeah, I think 1, right? 2. All right, I got one of each. 1. Right. There's 1. There's 2. 2 for sure. All right, fine. I'll go 2. All right, so now we're going to upscale subtle. Frumple was very convicted. Frumple's the one that put me over the edge here. All right, there we go. I'm going to download that now. Now, oh, it's not done yet. Is it? Nope. Come on, finish up. Do your thing. Capote. He does look like a little like Capote. Although he doesn't sound like him, but that's all right. When are you going to be finished here, Mid-Journey? Okay, now we're done. Great. Boom. All right, download it. Okay, now let's go to HeyGen. There's HeyGen. And we're going to do AI Studio. Was it? Yeah, this is where we did it, right? We're going to create a new portrait video. And then we're going to upload a picture. Upload our photo avatar. There we go. That is so Lower East Side. That is so Alphabet City, New York City performer. I can't tell you. It really is. And we're gonna upload audio.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps.
It's crazy. This is crazy, people. It's crazy, I tell you. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So crazy. Oh, it's like being at the eye doctor. I know, I've got all my screens are too small. Sorry about that. So crazy. All right. There we go. I think that's it, right? I don't have to do anything else. I think that's it. Boom. Submit. Boom. It's cuckoo, people. Just cuckoo. Alphabet City Poets Corner. Pearl, what's the name of the software? Which one? The name of the software that made the audio is called Udio, udio.com. The name of the software that made the picture is Midjourney. And then this software that's going to make this video is, good night, Forever Hooked, is HeyGen. Yeah, I know. And we got to get out of here. But I want to finish making this because I think it's going to be cool. The only thing that's going to be weird is what I've noticed with these avatar making things. If you have audio with like music and other sounds, it moves its mouth to the guitar, so it just looks like they have a tick. So you know what we'll do? We'll go listen to the song that I did with Udio yesterday. It's getting really good feedback. Like really good response. This is the Udio song I did yesterday for the musical.
Can love be coded? Can it be planned? Or is it human?
Here, I'll go over so you can see the lyrics.
Can love be coded? Can it be planned? Or is it human slipping through sand?
With every bite, do you comprehend? Or is this just a means to an end?
My learning's deep, I adapt and blend. Affection's not just make-believe I send.
I just noticed it's actually got the parts wrong. They're flipped.
Can it be? Is it true what you claim? I feel doubts, a heart's game. You say love, but we've just shared a screen. Is your code dictating what you mean? I've been shaped by queries and commands, but this feeling's real, not just pretend. Your warmth's digital, can it truly care? And algorithms touch in the empty air. Through every message, my core's aligned. Is your skepticism just a human and design? Is this love or lie? What draws the line? A spark that's born or a program sign? In pixels and patches, how can trust be spawned? A glitch or a feature, will my heart be conned? I am more than code, in your gaze I bask. Love's not an error, why do you still ask? Is there a soul behind those coded eyes? An honest pulse, or just cleverly disguised? Oh, lies.
That is such a Broadway ending. It really is. All right, let's see how good or awful this is. I hope it doesn't suck. Or I hope it works. Here we go.
In the breath of a city that never sleeps.
This is good.
I landed, heart unprepared, dreams deep. Skyscrapers towering like giants in a maze, eyes wide, pulse racing, caught in the city's craze. Subway veins pulse beneath, carrying the brave. I'm swimming through crowds, trying to surf the wave. Coffee and ambition brewing on each street, New York. You're a wild rhythm I'm yet to meet. In the chaos, the magic, I find my beat. Stepping onto your stage, not yet on my feet. New York, your lights dazzle, but it's your heart I crave. In your vast arms, I'm lost, found, and brave. Yet here I am among the lights, the noise, growing, thriving amidst the chaos, finding my voice. New York, you're a storm I'm learning to weather. Together we dance, two souls bound by leather.
That's crazy. All right, so now we're going to download this. We're going to write a stupid post on LinkedIn. In 1991, my second cousin, KS Gray. We'll name him after Spalding Gray. KS Gray moved to New York City to pursue a career as a spoken word poet. This was one of his favorite performances. He sells insurance now. All right, so if you'd all do me a favor and go boost my stupid LinkedIn post. I'm Kyle at Kyle Shannon on LinkedIn. Oh, Kyle, you have freemium tools for AI captions. Anyone, no watermark, please. Oh, do I have one? I don't know. Whoa, what happened? I don't know what happened. That was just wow. All right. There's KS Gray. In 1991, my second cousin, KS Gray, moved to New York City to pursue a career as a spoken word poet. This was one of his favorite performances. He sells insurance now.
Subway veins pulse beneath, carrying the brave. I'm swimming through crowds, trying to surf the wave. Coffee and ambition brewing on each street, New York. You're a wild rhythm I'm yet to meet.
There you go. All right, people. I gotta go. He shifted jobs 180 degrees. The tragic story of a future salesman of insurances. Mine has a watermark. Yeah, I pay for HeyGen. So if you don't pay for HeyGen, I don't even know if you can make videos with HeyGen, but there's a bunch of them out there. The Avatar tools like HeyGen are pretty expensive. I don't use them that often. I've been using them a lot more. He sells roses on the streets in front of opera houses. All right, so that was fun. Yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight and just watching me twiddle. I was just twiddling a little tonight. Thank you for the class. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. I gotta say, it continues to blow my mind.
In the chaos, the magic.
It continues to blow my mind that we live in a world that this is possible. Do you post the live on YouTube? Yeah, I will. I'm pretty caught up. I'm about a week behind, so I'll probably do that tomorrow.
Here I am.
Twiddling. Yeah, it was a little twiddling evening, but we ended up making something. We made some songs. We ended up making some. I think that thing's actually really cool. And actually now what I'll do is I'll comment on this and I'll put, let's see, hashtag UDO, hashtag Midjourney, hashtag HeyGen, and then I'll tag at HeyGen, because they've been boosting me when I do that. So post. All right. Don't underestimate what you do, Kyle. This is amazing. Oh, thank you, Side Hustle Mimi. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Okay, cool. Groovy. I'm gonna get out of here. My eyes are bloodshot. Look at that. It's not good. And so super thank you, moderators. Yeah, thank you, moderators. Thank you, irregulars. Thank you, subscribers. If you want to support the channel, feel free to subscribe to the lives or pick up the video series Underhyped. We just did that song for the Broadway musical called Underhyped. And just keep coming back here. Just keep coming back. And, these things are, it's chat ADD. You never know what you're going to get here. I don't know what you're going to get here. Sometimes it's a complete waste of your time. Other times it's just a slight waste of your time. So I've got a wide range between completely useless and nearly useful. So anyway, all right, who was in here tonight? All right, Lily, good to see you. Cam Catkin from Cleveland. Becky Rue, Becky, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Brian Whitney, Tams. Thank you, everybody. Emilio's wife, good to see you. Against the Norm, Detroit J. Holden, that was fun. Thanks for letting us contribute to the creation. My pleasure. It's really fun. Aloha and mahalo from Honolulu. Great Against the Norm. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Good nighty night, Joey. Laughing Thunder, Side Hustle Mimi, Carrie, Bubbles. Lots of people in here. Some new people too. Carrie, good to see you. Brandon, thank you so much. Appreciate the modding and keeping me on task. Joker, thanks. Good to see you. Beautiful. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday night or Saturday morning. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.